Asante sana, Your Excellency the President, the House of Clergy, all protocols observed, na watu wa Murang'a hamjambo. Mureagaro mathaa ma mearaho. Mwathani agocwo. Asante sana, Your Excellency the President. Mimi nataka kusema we are glad and joyful to have joined you in this Thanksgiving service, the first in Murang'a County after your election. Your Excellency, because I'm Presbyterian, na the Reverend Jesse Kamau metuambia that after your election and the Deputy President, God has accepted you. I want to repeat the same, Your Excellency, that God has accepted you. And the Reverend has mentioned a few things which are very relevant to our situation today. Metuambia that since God has accepted you, He will also give you what He has called sponsored success. And He has asked you, when God grants you that sponsored success, utilize it and don't forget what the Reverend called the small people. Na fikiria hawa amesema small people, alikuwa nataka kusema hustlers. Usisahau mahasla. Akasema don't ignore them, listen to them. Lastly, Your Excellency, akakwambia ya kuwa wa Kenya walipe ushuru, that we pay our taxes. And I said it's very relevant today, Your Excellency, and I just want to tweak that a little bit. Na Reverend utanisamehe, unajua kwa PCA huwa tuongei baada ya mchungaji, tusiharibu mahubiri, sitaki kuharibu mahubiri. But it is indeed true that we have a duty and an obligation to pay taxes. And Your Excellency, I want to tell you, you will remember on the 10th of August, baada ya uchaguzi, ulinipigia simu usiku, that Wednesday after elections, na ukaniuliza mambo iko namna gani. Nikakwambia, Your Excellency, mimi nimemuona Mungu kwa macho. Na ni kweli, mimi, Your Excellency, wewe ulikuwa na imani kuliko wengi wetu. Na tulikuwa tumepigwa, tumefinywa, tumeteswa, tukateseka, tukakaa watu hawana maana. Lakini wakati matangazo ya uchaguzi yalianza kutangazwa, nikaongea na ndugu yangu Dende Nyoro, akaniambia Murang'a 100% MCAs, all MPs ni UDA. Kwetu Kiambu nikahesabu hivyo. Kura ya rais tulikuwa tumepata takrimu. Na nikaona tumeshinda. Mimi sikuona sisi. Sikuona uwezo wa mtu mwingine isipokuwa Mwenyezi Mungu. Na ndio nilikuambia usiku huo, nimemuona Mungu kwa macho. And we join you to give thanks because indeed this was the work of God and nobody else. And we are not ashamed to continue traversing the country, giving thanks to the Almighty God. Your Excellency, we have been told, don't ignore the small people or the hustlers and listen to them. Those who are ahead of you ignored the hustler nation. The hustler nation spoke in your favor, guided by God. But I also ask you, in tweaking that a bit, Your Excellency, please ignore the big people. Don't ignore the hustler nation, don't ignore the small people, but ignore the big people. I have seen very big people in this country now threatening us that they will ask people from some regions that if development is not taken to them, not to pay taxes. I want to ask all Kenyans. The Reverend today has told us that God reigns in love, in justice, and in truth. It is only just, Your Excellency, as you have purposed, you will take development to every corner of this country. And therefore, I want to ask all Kenyans to also ignore those who think they are big people, asking Kenyans and inciting them not to pay taxes because they want your government to fail. I want to invite Kenyans, let us pay our taxes. Tukumbuke mambo yaliyosemwa na mzee Mwai Kibaki, kulipa ushuru ni kujitegemea. Ili tuweze kujitegemea na tumsaidie rais wetu kuongoza serikali inayojitegemea bila kwenda kukopa pesa huko China. La mwisho, Your Excellency, when the Reverend said that God reigns in justice, you began your reign as president by disbanding a murderous unit within the DCI of Kenya. And I've also had a number of people who believe they're big criticize you, asking where you got the report to disband that unit. Because we serve a God who believes and who reigns in justice, Your Excellency, continue ensuring that you reinstate the rule of law in this country, that no other Kenyan in the history of our land will be murdered by anybody because they are policemen or they are DCI officers or they are suspected of whatever crime. Anyone who is suspected of any criminal activity must be arrested, taken before court, and we follow the rule of law, and they also get justice as Kenyans get justice. I want to encourage you, Your Excellency, usiuziwe uoga. Kama hatukuuziwa siku ile, sasa mtu asikuuzie uoga kukutisha ati ataambia watu wasilipe ushuru. Hawa wa Kenya wamekupea mamlaka ya kuokota ushuru, uwafanyie kazi wote bila ubaguzi. And because we know you are a Christian who believes that God reigns in justice, you will be just to the entire republic. Kwa hayo mengi, Mungu akubariki na tubariki sisi wote. Kwa kanisa, nitawauliza tafadhali, since His Excellency said we are prayed into victory, please pray us into that sponsored success from the Almighty God. With those many remarks, Your Excellency, it's now my singular honor to invite